Hello all, welcome to episode 2 of Agentic AI. So now we already know what is Agentic AI, right? So this word agentic comes from agent. Agent is something that can act on its own to achieve a specific goal. So Agentic AI doesn't just respond, it plans, reasons, act and learns from feedback. So for example, if you have a really smart robot, okay, this smart robot, earlier it could only do what we told them exactly. So if we said to it that add 2 plus 2, it's going to give a result 4. If we asked it to draw a cat, it's going to draw a cat for us. So that was the earlier AI, but now we have agentic AI, right? So this robot has become even more smarter and it's different now. You don't have to tell it every small instruction. So if you give a instruction to the robot that you want to plan a birthday party, now our agentic robot, what it's going to do is it will make a list of what all the things are required. It will order the cake, it will send invitations, it will choose songs for the songs to play in the party, and it will also clean up after the party. So it will do all these things for us by itself. It's going to plan all these things by itself and perform them. So it doesn't wait for us at each step. It thinks, plans and does things by itself to reach the goal that has been assigned. So this agentic AI will figure out things on its own. So after this quick recap, let's move on to today's topic. So today we are going to look into the core concepts in agentic AI. So these core concepts are the foundational pillars that define how agentic AI actually works. So the first one is autonomy. Agentic AI can operate on its own without constant human input. So you have the AI, you give it a goal, and it's going to work on the goal and achieve it. You don't have to give a step-by-step instruction to agentic AI. So basically autonomy is no human intervention in between. AI will figure out and act on its own. So for example, let's say I'm giving an instruction to AI that find the best API for real-time weather, build a small demo and send me the code. Now what our agentic AI will do is it will research the APIs, it will read documentations, it will write the code, it will test the code, and then it will send back the result. So it's going to do all these things on its own. So that is autonomy. AI has become a collaborator now. So the second concept is goal-oriented planning. Our agentic AI doesn't just respond. It plans steps to achieve the goal. So that's why we call this concept goal-oriented planning. So technically, agentic AI uses planning algorithms to map what is the goal and what sub-steps are needed. What sub-steps should I use to achieve this goal? What tools or APIs should I use? So all these things our agentic AI is going to plan using the planning algorithms. So for example, I'm giving a goal to agentic AI that book a 2-day trip to Goa, right? So it's going to plan the trip first. So it will look into what are all the steps required in order to achieve this goal. First, it has to find the appropriate flight options. It has to compare the hotels to find the suitable hotel to stay in. It will make a schedule. It has to make a schedule and then send the final results. So agentic AI will plan all these steps using planning algorithm. So it exhibits goal-oriented planning. Now let's move on to the next concept. Reasoning and memory. So our agentic AI can remember the context and past experiences. Thereby, its memory improves its decisions over time. And when we talk about this memory, there are different types of memory. An agentic AI can have a short-term memory, like a conversational memory. Normally, we have in chatbots and generative AI. So it remembers everything within that task content. And then you can also have long-term memory in agentic AI. So agentic AI will have the knowledge from previous tasks or sessions. So that's long-term. And there's something else called episodic memory. So agentic AI is going to remember what has worked fine and what has failed in its previous experiences. So that's episodic memory. So for example, if you are going to tell agentic AI last week, if you told agentic AI last week that you prefer non-AC hotel rooms, it's going to remember that and apply that automatically the next time you ask something related to that. So that's how it exhibits these concepts, reasoning and memory. So this is our third concept. The fourth concept is tool use and environment interaction. So from the title itself, we know agentic AI has the ability to use various tools and interact with the environment. Of course, it's going to act. So unlike chatbots that just talk, our agentic AI can act. Yes. So it can call APIs, search the web, it can run code, and even control other systems. So for example, agents can run code, they can browse the web, so access databases, trigger Jenkins builds, and send emails. So they can use tools and act on the environment. So that's one property, that's a core concept in agentic AI. Moving on, the fifth concept is multi-agent collaboration. You can have multiple specialized agents in agentic AI, and these agents work as a team together to achieve a specific goal. So imagine a company made up of a project manager agent, we have a developer agent, we have a tester agent, and a reporter agent. So basically this project manager agent, it's going to break down the goal. It's going to break down the goal and assign to multiple developer agents, right? And developer agents, after developing the code, they will give it for testing to the tester agents. These tester agents will compile the results and they'll give the results to the reporter agent. So this is what we call as multi-agent collaboration. Multiple agents working as a team together, right? So this architecture is known as multi-agent system, and we have multiple frameworks in real world for implementing these multi-agent systems. So I hope this is clear. Next is reflection and self-improvement. So what our agentic AI can do is, it can reflect on its past experiences, learn from its past experiences by analyzing its own performance and adjusting next time. So technically, they will use reflection loops. It's nothing but plan, act. After acting, they will evaluate their performance. Based on that evaluation, they will learn. If it doesn't meet the requirements, then they will replan. So that's how they reflect on their performance and improve every time. So for example, if a research agent finds its search results were irrelevant, then it's going to rethink its strategy and retry with new keywords. But there isn't going to be any human input in between. Everything is going to work autonomously. Yes. Okay. Now we have looked into the core concepts in AI. So for a small recap, we started with autonomy. Autonomy is nothing but on its own. Agentic AI does everything on its own, no human intervention. Next is goal-oriented planning. So you give a goal to Agentic AI. Agentic AI is going to plan steps to achieve that goal. So it exhibits goal-oriented planning. And then reasoning and memory. Agentic AI is going to remember all its past experiences and use it in the upcoming decisions that it's going to make further. Okay, so remember. And then Agentic AI can use tools and it can interact with the environment. So it can run code, browse the web, access databases. So in Agentic AI, using Agentic AI, we can create a multi-agent system. So basically, this works as a team. And then Agentic AI has the capability to reflect on its actions and improve over time. So these are the 6 core concepts of Agentic AI that we have seen today. Before we conclude, let's look upon some of the popular agent frameworks that we have in real world, which you can use to do real-time projects and look into the results yourself. So these frameworks, they manage how the agents plan, how agents plan, talk and act. So that's the role of these frameworks. So some of the popular frameworks we have for building agentic applications are LangChain, Crew AI, LangGraph, AutoGen, Gemini agents, and many more. We have a lot more actually. So these are some of the popular frameworks over here. So these frameworks will define how the goals are broken down, how tools are chosen, how agents communicate and evaluate the outcomes. So those things will be defined with the help of these agents. So now, summing up all these core concepts, we can say that Agentic AI is nothing but it's a combination of, or it's built upon Gen AI, autonomy, reasoning, tool access, memory, and feedback loops. Thank you all. See you in the next video.